Wow, it was last minute.
That's some last minute.
So is this all right, Tom? Is that good for your camera there?
Oh yeah, it's fine. Oh, you're actually pointing the camera at your. Oh wait, no, is that Daniel?
Yeah,
Dan's
for you,
doing
for
that.
you, it's
Dan's
pointing at
drawing, or
your
you're both
photos
drawing?
on your wall.
Yeah, I'm in the center here. It's just pencil.
Yeah, Dan's in the center, and then
Tom should be centered.
No way, man.
I don't even know how to do that.
I have to leave, I think.
Are you serious?
Come back in. Oh, no, I would have to leave and come back in, I think, for him to be center. Probably.
No.
They make it easy, do they?
All right.
Are we live? Oh,
we are
live.
Yeah, we're
like
live.
A minute. For a minute, you know.
I don't know. I was just having like technical difficulties. So, everybody want to introduce themselves?
Is there a point? Is there even an audience to do it?
Well, it says there's one person watching.
Hey, for when it goes on to Facebook, or
yeah,
I mean
for
YouTube later
reasons,
on.
So.
Well, my name's Daniel Dahl. I'm from Minnesota. We're all Minnesotans here. And, you know, going crazy, being locked indoors, and ready to do this for some fun. This is our new social life. So I'm ready to rock.
That's it. There's no.
That's it. There's nothing to know about me. I like to draw. Maybe Jeremy will put a link to something of mine, and you can come find me. And currently accepting commissions, and that's about it.
Cool.
I got more than that.
My name is Tom Nguyen. I am an artist like these two fine gentlemen.
Aw.
I am, I mean, I think the internet is a great way in a situation like this to stay connected, keep ourselves sane, keep ourselves from going insane. So it's kind of like having a studio, but virtually. And
yeah.
You guys working on commissions or like real work or what?
No, this is just a theme for the night that I figured I'd do since everybody loves Spider-Man, except for J. Jonah Jameson.
I love Spider-Man. I don't necessarily like drawing him because of all the webbing and stuff, but I love him. I still haven't seen Far From Home yet. Can you guys believe that?
You're not missing much.
What kind of fanboy am I?
I've only seen it. I've not. So I saw it, but I saw it without the audio.
How does that work?
It was just a public setting, and it's sort of like watching TV at a bar. You can see what's going on, but yeah. So basically, I just watched it. I bought it, brought it to the comic book store, had it on as background stuff while other things were going on. And
so you hung out at the comic book store for 2 hours just so
yes. I've been there longer, like a nerd.
Well, great. When's the next stream? I will see you guys then.
No, movie was not good. I mean, it's only good. I don't know. I think I gave it a C-.
So like a typical Marvel movie, I would imagine it is, since it's Spider-Man.
The best thing about it was maybe Mysterio, and that wasn't really saying all that much. I liked Homecoming a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not bad. I'll see it. As a Spider-Man fan, I kind of feel like I have to see it.
The ending, though, is way too soon.
Really?
It's way too soon. It's like this is the second movie, and you're already going into that.
Oh, okay. Now you got me curious.
Yeah.
Yeah, what was the last movie? I don't even remember the last. Oh, the last movie I saw was Invisible Man.
That went completely over my. I didn't see it. I hardly even saw any advertisements for it.
I saw it the night of Comic-Con. The one that you were supposed to be my guest, dude.
Yeah, I I'll I hope to catch the next one, and maybe you can throw one right when this stuff is done, or I don't know after the. Well, it sounds like you're planning on doing another one, right?
Well, we haven't picked a date, but it looks like we're leaning towards it. I think they want to do it for sure. I mean,
It's hard to pick a date right now, right?
yeah, you don't know.
It's hard to pick a date.
Plus, the date that we had because you were at C2E2, right?
Yeah.
Like I should have done a little better. I should have checked before I picked a date. I literally just like pointed at a date and said, "Oh, okay, let's just go with this." But yeah, I think we had enough people through the door that they definitely want me to do it again.
Everything I heard was good. So.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, a lot of good press on that one. So.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it myself, but we'll see how it goes.
I'd like to go. That's so cool. You got your own con, dude. That's really cool.
I know, man. Not like.
Next thing you know, you'll be the new Wizard World.
Yeah. I'm gonna get all these like cosplayers kissing my ass just to get in the show.
You'll have a fake tan and white teeth and all that.
Right.
Or bleached teeth.
Hey, did you see our favorite cosplayer moved?
Kristen Lene?
Yeah.
No, where'd you move to?
Like Arizona or someplace. She's out of here.
Oh, why?
Wow, that's crazy. I mean, why do so many Minnesotans move to Arizona? Obviously, the weather, I suppose, but
I think Arizona. I'm not 100% sure.
They want to be by Todd McFarlane. That's why.
Yeah.
Dude, there's a scene out in Arizona for sure.
I've been out there. The last time I was there was like when I was 19. I was drawing caricatures for 3 weeks.
You drew caricatures too?
Shut up.
You guys, you got a lot in common.
Sadly, not just kidding. But
yeah, I mean, Brian Polito's out there, and McFarlane, Murat Michaels, who I work with sometimes.
Oh yeah,
and
he's a funny guy. I like him a lot.
Yeah, he's cool. I got to see him in person for the first time at C2E2, so that was neat.
Oh, cool. Well, you've chatted online for a while, or?
I was, here and there. I was cool with his buddy Brian Sharp.
Okay, I know Brian.
Brian Sharp kind of really liked my stuff, and I think he put in a good word for me.
No, Brian's a good guy. I like Brian. I had dinner with him at least once.
Oh, wow.
One in New Orleans, and then some other show. How's the work situation, Jeremy?
So we got told yesterday that we are an essential business.
Oh, okay. Well, that's
so we get to stay open.
Is that good or bad for you?
That is good.
Okay.
I'd say that's good.
No, I mean it's good. You're working.
Yes.
I think the only reason why I even sounded like even halfway hesitant is because
you might be exposing yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, as of right now, there's it's warehouse work, but there's hardly anybody there right now because yesterday I think only 6 or 7 people were there.
Yeah.
So.
Well, it is kind of essential, isn't it?
Yes. Well, yeah, we were trying to figure out what was so essential about our business, and then it's oh well, people need stuff for their plants, I guess.
Yeah, what's so great about our business?
Yeah.
Trying to look for every possible way to get out of it. No, that's good though. So, but you said, are your hours reduced then?
Yeah, we're still at reduced hours. So we're leaving half an hour early every day, and then Fridays are off.
I see. Is anyone asking in the chat any questions about our studded superstar live stream here?
No. There's 2 people watching. So those
Hi,
2
Mom.
people that are watching.
It's my mom and my aunt.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Hey, it's better than nobody.
It's my wife, and then I register my password.
Actually, one of them might be me. No, I'm kidding. I don't have that.
Yeah, to count us. Oh man, it's going to be a rough couple weeks at least. At least we get that stimulus check, right?
Do we?
Yeah, they sure passed that quick, huh?
Yeah.
I won't get into it. But it took them like at least a week to get anything going.
Jeremy, you're going to use that to buy toys and comics?
Well, they wanted to get pumped back into the economy, so
That's right.
yeah, of course.
Doing your part.
Doing your part to support the local retailers that are with that diamond distribution thing.
Yeah.
And you're going to save it with your stimulus check.
I'm gonna save the industry.
What an amazing feel-good story. Yeah, I was supposed to be this weekend. I was supposed to be in Colorado Springs for a show that obviously got canceled for obvious reasons. And then, I had like the next 3 or 4 appearances of mine are like toast. I'm like, should I do one of those like online virtual Comic Cons that everyone's doing? Like try to make up for some of that lost income. That sucks for me because a chunk of my income comes from the Comic Cons.
Yeah, I was hoping to have a chunk of income from Comic Cons this year.
Right.
But
are you just doing commissions now since you're not at your job anymore?
Yeah, just doing some commissions, and we'll see how long those last. Well, I don't know. Things are okay though. I'm not freaking out yet. So.
Good. Do you have a kid? I know you're married, right?
Yep, married. I got a 2-year-old boy. I expect to be banging on the door at some point here. We'll see what happens, but yeah, things are okay for us. My wife works for the post office.
Oh yeah.
So she's essential. She's still going in.
Puts in what, 20 years? You get a little pension from that. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, benefits and everything. So, so I'm not worried about health insurance or something like that right now.
Lucky.
Yeah, I am very lucky. Yeah.
I've got to pay. Not only do I have to pay for my own, but then I've got to I'm currently in the middle of looking for a plan for my wife. So she's got to go. So which means I'll have to pay more. So everything is just fucked with health.
Yeah. How is she liking the US of A?
She loves it.
That's good.
Got used to the cold. And now it's going to be spring, so she'll be able to enjoy it even more. She's just practicing on her English every day. Of course, getting the new puppy will keep her kind of busy and sane for a little while.
Yeah, that's cool.
Did you guys see my Facebook post?
I think I did.
About the puppy, there's a comment. There's some square party pooper in the comment chick. She's saying, it's illegal to have a puppy under 8 weeks. Your breeder's not supposed to like sell puppies. They're just after
Oh
after,
gosh.
6 weeks.
Who
So then, like,
cares?
I responded sarcastically to her, and it just went right over her head. I said, "Oh, really? Should I return it?" She says, "Well, it's up to you." And then she goes on this like other comment like spree about. And she looked up that it was like illegal in Minnesota. I'm like, oh Jesus! You must be a real treat at parties.
Yeah, no kidding.
It's like, Jesus. What
And
kind
with
of
everything going on, like, who cares
yeah,
about something like
no one's
that
gonna
at all?
enforce anything in this lockdown, right?
Yeah, like of all the things to give a damn about, it's
Yeah, it says, well, you're going to run into behavioral problems and stuff like that because they're not properly socialized.
Is this somebody that you know?
No, but she is someone that messaged me a long, long time ago and asked to do a photo shoot.
Oh no.
So, but I'm like,
it sounds about right.
Jesus, you're like one of those. Do some people even understand how they come across online? A tattletale, like my brother, like my
Crybaby tattletale.
like my almost 40-year-old brother can tattle.
So how do you pronounce your dog's name?
Bun Bao.
Bung Bao.
Yeah.
And what does that mean?
Just means like a steamed bun cake in Vietnamese. It's like a food. It's like a little.
That's cute.
Thank you.
Did you choose the name or did Lana choose the name?
I think we both. I don't know. We were having trouble deciding who came up with it first, but we both had a name like that kind of picked out a long time ago. When we knew we wanted a pet.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have no idea. She can have the credit. See, I kind of feel left out. You guys are both drawing Spider-Man, and I'm just dinking around on my own stuff.
What? This is a Spider-Man stream, Tom.
No one told me that. I'm happy to leave.
Okay, bye. See ya.
Yeah, see ya. What was that video? The best fight ever, best action fight ever of all time. And then the guy gets a hook in his eye at the end after this crazy martial arts battle with
I don't even
Roddy
know, like the name of the movie. I know what you're talking about. I don't know the. I don't know
Keep
the
an eye
movie.
out for it, Stingray.
Yeah. See ya.
Anybody seen any good movies lately? I can't really say I have. You said you saw the Invisible Man.
Yeah, it was.
And that was just
kind
okay.
of corny. It's kind of corny. I mean, aside from the fact that there is no invisible suit out there like this, but it's just like some of the things are just cheesy. Yeah.
How about that Paul Verhoeven Hollow Man? You ever see Hollow Man?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like when it came out, but I don't remember anything from it like much.
I remember Kevin Bacon's penis turning hollow.
Oh yeah.
I remember liking it.
It definitely was not hollow.
No.
I like Paul Verhoeven a lot, so.
I like him too. Didn't he do Basic Instinct?
Oh yeah.
That's why I like him.
Yeah, Total Recall, Starship Troopers.
Oh, he did Total Recall too.
Yep, not the remake.
No wonder why he has a thing for Sharon Stone.
Yeah.
I don't blame him at the time. Holy shit. She was like my movie fantasy back then, and she was like amazing.
Yeah, I could watch Total Recall once a year, no problem.
Just once a year.
And she is something else.
She's smoking, man.
Oh yeah, and like the physicality of them fighting it's a bit of a turn on. Not gonna lie to you.
Oh, I
Whoa.
remember that.
Oh yeah, I mean she gets pretty wild.
I remember like I rented Basic Instinct, and I was still 17 at the time. So since that was NC-17, wait, that was legal, right? Basic Instinct
Yeah, you just made it.
must have kept that for like a week late, and man, I wore it out.
Yeah. Yeah, she's one of the all-time greats.
It is. Life and age happens.
But I can't really. What she was in Casino.
You know, I never saw that movie.
What? That's a good
I
movie.
haven't seen it since I was a kid. So whenever it came to VHS, way back then.
You saw that when you were a kid.
Yeah, I don't know. Whenever it hit VHS, I was young. You know, probably what 13, 14 or something. I don't know, 11. Something like that.
I've only seen that like recently, like within the past 10 years, I think.
I grew up with HBO, and my parents didn't mind me watching whatever the heck I pretty much felt like.
Oh yeah, the
And
cool things.
yeah, I had the cool parents. So I got to see Total Recall as a kid. All those Schwarzenegger movies.
We couldn't
You know,
afford HBO.
we couldn't either. So I think my dad was still paying that off by the time he croaked.
Oh jeez.
That's how you go, though. You know.
Paying HBO off.
I definitely remember him on the phone with Comcast a lot. Just chewing them out. I don't have cable. I don't think cable's worth it for me.
No, I don't either. I mean, I'm basically off the grid for years.
Yeah, cable is it's not worth it. Not with streaming and whatnot nowadays.
Right.
And the quality of content is just I mean, so many channels just go unwatched. There's no point. For me, anyways. If you watch a lot of sports,
Yeah, go
maybe.
live sports. Like maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, everything is. I mean, you pay so much. I remember, geez, back even 10 years ago when I was with DirecTV, I was already paying about $70 a month. I'm like, what the heck am I paying this for?
Yeah. I hear about some of people's cable bills. You know, they wrap it with the internet. Next thing you know, it gets up to like $200.
Oh, forget that, man. I got their basic cheapest internet on a promo deal, and then when that was up, and then they jacked up my internet, because I'm with Xfinity Comcast. Like I just called them up, or I chatted online with them, and I just said, "Hey, I'm going to quit." I mean, I didn't even ask them to give me another deal. I just said I'm going to quit. I was bluffing though. I said I'm going to CenturyLink, knowing that they were going to try to like reduce the price and give me a deal.
Yeah, and they gave it up, right?
Of course.
Yeah. I still have, where I live, we only have one cable or one internet provider.
Oh yeah.
And the competition will show up wanting to sell me internet, but I tell them, hey, you guys don't even actually provide here. And then they go through the whole spiel and they look it up, and then all this time later they find out, oh yeah, we actually don't even. So it's like you're wasting everybody's time here. Yeah, my wife and I, we had a funny run-in with some people from Spectrum.
Oh yeah.
It was my son was just born, and it was winter, and they come in. They didn't even take off their shoes. And I was feeding my son with a bottle, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you might have been breastfeeding him.
And no, with the bottle, I have to have that.
Okay.
I was using my wife's breast to feed my son.
No, I
No.
thought you were using your own breast to feed your son.
But you used a custom mold of your nipple for the bottle cap, right?
Yeah, you know, Fokker style or whatever. But no, I was way in another room, and my wife was communicating with them, but I was yelling from the room like, "No, tell him to go" or whatever. And they end up coming into my house, walking onto my carpet without taking off their shoes or anything. They tracked a bunch of mud all the way into my bedroom.
Oh, jeez.
And we were pissed. I told them to get out. I was like, no, I'm done. You guys gotta go. And like, you know, they're selling really hard up until the point that you tell them they have to go. Then they get serious and they get the hell out of there, because it's like they're like trespassing at. Once you tell them to leave, they've got to get the hell out.
Yeah, they don't mess with that.
Yeah. So they scrammed, and I think we wet vac the carpet. We should have sent them an invoice.
It reminds me, when I was in Vegas, you have a lot of people on the streets and in the hotels just walking the floor, walking outside, soliciting you with like all this stuff. I don't know if you guys have been to Vegas, but they always solicit you with tickets to shows and going here and going there, deals, signing up with rewards. I mean, they are just relentless as far as harassing you to get you to sign up. And they'll say everything they can. They'll be really nice about it. But then once you say no or you don't show any interest, then they just kind of turn their heads and they're like really rude. They're like, okay, whatever, you know. Like,
Yeah.
Sorry, guy.
Yeah, they lose interest quick. Once they know they've totally lost the sale. It's a numbers game. They got to move on.
Yeah, yeah. Have you guys ever come across those people in Walmart who are trying to sell you TV packages and cable?
Oh,
everything?
God.
They set up their own little stand.
No.
And then I always say, hey, I'm already with you guys. Oh, okay. Thank you. And then I leave you alone instantly.
And then they ask you like what you like about the service, and it's like, I gotta go.
It's like, none of your business. Didn't I tell you that I'm with you guys? Isn't that enough?
Yeah, my wife and we were going to Sam's Club, and they have them there, and it's, you know.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Everybody's got to
Yeah,
sell
like,
you something.
I think the guy, what was he doing? Like, something to do with hair, and like, dude, I hardly have any. Why are you messing with me, dude? Why are you talking to me right now? There's all these women walking through here. You know, talk to one of them. But
Like sometimes when I go to the Mall of America and I see that kiosk with those guys, those like Middle Eastern guys that do hair. It's
yeah,
always like Middle Eastern people that are doing the hair thing. It's kind of like Vietnamese with nail salons. So I found that interesting, but because they're very aggressive.
oh yeah, they won't let you go.
But you know, the best part about being a guy is that you know they won't even look at you.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm sure they try to get your wife to, as they do mine. You know.
No, well, my wife had long hair before she chopped it all off. But yeah, even then, like I would walk in between so they wouldn't try to like get at her.
Oh, we got people in the chat. We have George Vega Art.
Oh wow,
Stopping by to
George!
say hi to Dan and company.
Awesome,
And
George.
we
What's
got
up,
the
man?
Raging Aussie, Risey Lee, in the chat.
Hey, George is a cool guy. I got to hang out with him in Chicago. We had a lot of fun.
Well, hello, guys.
He made a nice little drink for us. It was excellent. It's like
So
some vodka and
had some roofies. Oh,
no, it was some vodka and
The Virgin Pina Colada.
and Monster Energy, and it was just a perfect little something. Yeah, he's a cool guy.
Cool.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun out there. I didn't have any commissions to take back to the hotel, so I just had some fun.
That's the
I was
best.
almost.
You don't have any commissions.
I know. I was like actually relieved. Like, okay, cool. Or anything I had, I just do in the morning of before the show. That's one thing to get used to going to cons is like trying to learn how to be a late nighter. I mean, these guys are staying up till 1, 2, 3 o'clock. You know, sometimes drinking coffee and drawing. You know, whatever it is. And
I used to be like that at cons. I mean, if I have to, I'll be like that. But man, it's tough now. You know, especially as you get older. Like, I remember
yeah,
when
I
I
mean,
first broke
it's
in.
tough. It's tough for me, like just to even have a table and sit there for 10 hours.
Yeah.
I get kind of like dizzy spells and stuff like that. I think I don't know, some sensitivity to lights, but I'm good. You know, it's just something I got to adapt to. And it's not a big deal. I'm just kind of, you know, I'm just mentioning it. It's not a big deal, though.
I remember when I first broke in, like, dude, I could pull all-nighters like at least twice a week.
That's crazy.
But it would mean, but at the time, like, it didn't do anything. It didn't faze me at all. Like, you know, being younger or something like that, I guess just had more natural energy to stay awake or something. But now I'm 43 and I can't even do it. Like, I need to sleep every night. I mean, I have done it, but man, it wipes me out and I'll like need days to recover. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm really not good at sleeping outside of my own bed. So that's another thing I got to get used to. You know, assuming cons come back.
Yeah, I hope so.
I think so, but you know, obviously it's going to take some time. Hopefully, not too long.
Because
I'm sure.
if not, I'm going to entertain your artist buddy at Mall of America by working for him.
That would be funny if we all end up working for his ass one day.
I know, right?
That's when we're in dire straits.
It's like, hey, man, you know, kind of coming to you with the tail between my legs, but
yeah, that'll be when we know it's rough.
it's no time for pride anymore.
Yeah. And yeah.
I don't know. I've often asked myself, like, if my back was against the wall, would I do caricatures ever again? Like live caricatures.
Is it that bad? I never did it like you guys, so I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm always, dude, I'm crazy, man. I'm always thinking of, like, what if I end up being homeless? What if I can't get more freelance work? Like, it's always on my mind. Like, it's like one of the scariest things for me.
You know,
like, I don't care what I have worked on, but man, it never escapes my mind.
Well, that's probably what helps motivate too, I suppose, right?
Definitely. Yeah, I think so.
You don't want to be homeless, so kind of got to get things done. But you know, for me, it's just like if things don't work out, I'll just go cook somewhere.
Oh yeah.
Try to get in with the state again or something like that, or
Do you
federal.
cook?
Yeah, I was a cook.
That's pretty cool. Doug Mankey cooks.
What?
He's probably a better cook than me, to be honest. But
he loves to cook.
He's better at a lot of things.
See, and that'd be one. Yeah, yeah. I see. I don't like to cook, so, and he loves to cook, so there's.
I cook a mean ass instant noodle. I call it my ramen noodle deluxe, but I throw a bunch of shit in there that I've cultivated since I was a kid. So I perfected it to near restaurant quality. And it's cheap too.
Some pho.
I don't do any pho. I'm not that good. My wife does, though. Should have you guys over for some Vietnamese food sometime. If you're into
I'm
that.
willing to try it. My wife, she's Ethiopian, so we have their cultural food here. Not the biggest fan.
There's a.
It's actually pretty good, but it's just me. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you meet your wife?
We met at work.
Okay.
Yep. And I guess that's about it.
Have I met your wife?
No.
I'm trying to remember, but yeah, I didn't think so.
No, she hasn't been to any cons with me or anything like that. She has zero interest in comic books.
Oh, good. Lucky her.
Yeah, I know. Which is cool. Fine by me. I don't know. I'm not someone that thinks you have to have everything in common. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You've got to have the main things in common.
Exactly. I was always one of those guys before I got married. I've already brought my wife to, if you don't count Tomicon, because that's like right here in my apartment. It's like I brought her to one small one-day show that ended up kind of being a bust because of the weather here in Bloomington. So I don't really know if I count that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
But the Mighty Con show in Quad Cities that I had 2 weeks ago was her first real con stuff, and that was probably one of the last cons before they shut down all the cons due to the coronavirus thing. But she seemed to have a good time there.
Yeah, and it's probably cool for her to see, that they have these fans and stuff like that. And
yeah, I think they don't have anything like that in Vietnam, or not that I know of. Because comic books and pop culture, they don't, it's not as celebrated as it is here. So it's kind of fun to bring her and just kind of have her watch and see people dress up and stuff, and seeing all this merchandise that she's never seen before. Like at the last show, she wanted to take a picture with this guy who was dealing weapons and swords, but they're really cool. They're fantasy swords, so they're big video game swords. And over in Vietnam, that's illegal to own and shit. So she's, she thought it was badass to take a picture with it.
It is kind of badass, I suppose. Yeah, my wife, I'm sure, will check out one of these cons one of these days, assuming the world doesn't come to an end, obviously, and all that.
Yeah.
Not that I think it will.
One of the cons that I was supposed to do was in Buffalo, New York, and that's on the weekend of SpringCon. Well, that ended up being canceled. Okay.
Yep.
SpringCon got canceled too now.
Yeah. So then, right after that New York show got canceled, I called up one of the guys at SpringCon and said, "Hey guys, you still got a table for me?" That weekend suddenly got available. They're like, "Yeah, we'll put you down." So then, as soon as they decided to give me a table, 2 days later, they texted me, says, "We're gonna postpone." I was like, oh, man, 2 chances in 1 weekend that I couldn't get to work due to the coronavirus.
Yeah. Luckily, I don't know. I haven't been doing cons much, until this year, and then everything fell apart. But so I'm not too disappointed in a way. It's not like it's taking money away that I thought I had coming necessarily. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'd like to see him come back, and hopefully we just get through this crap and get back out there.
Yeah, I mean, the sooner the better, man. But like I said, man, I'm not anticipating this being over anytime soon.
Yeah, and I'm not in a rush if it's still out there. I'm not trying to bring that back home. My mother-in-law lives with us, and she would be, she's older. She's at risk more so than the rest of us. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
So I'm perfectly cool with playing it safe instead of sorry.
Right.
So I mean, if it takes a while, it takes a while, I suppose. That's
Yeah,
just how it is.
can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
No, I'm just trying to be productive during this time. I'm thinking about launching. I mean, it's like I said, I'm anticipating this to go a while, so I'm just going to work on my website store. Probably do one of those, commissions and just throw up all my pre-drawn headshots on my website or something like that. Work on my OnlyFans, adults only site, which has been growing, and then miraculously, and then work on my photography.
And what's the website for your OnlyFans in case people want to?
OnlyFans/Tom Nguyen Studio, all one word.
And is it safe for work?
It is absolutely not safe for work.
There you go, perverts.
So I know you guys got a lot of time, and if you guys follow any of my work, you've seen the models I have been blessed to work with. And now you can see more of them. See how I do my lighting setups?
Yeah. Your lighting is something else. It's hard to notice though sometimes because other subject matter in the photo,
Well, I'll take that as a compliment. I do it strictly for the art and the education.
Yeah.
No, I love that. That's my side gig. I am truly blessed in that sense.
So I know you do like art for Big Brother and whatnot. I'm sure they're going to be on hiatus.
I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't have an answer. I'm not high enough in the food chain there to know what's going on behind the scenes. What I do know is that they are still accepting applications officially.
Okay. Wow.
And what I do know is that Big Brother Canada just canceled their entire season this week.
Uh-oh.
As far as I know, there are two separate entities, two different production companies. The one here in America and the other one in Canada. So that might not affect us. If they do postpone or get pushed back or cancel the season, I mean that would suck work-wise for me. But I've got a couple other things in the pipeline, thankfully. So, but if not, then I'll continue to work on Big Brother. It might just start late. Even if I did know, I don't even know if I would be allowed to say anything until they said something officially, publicly.
Yeah.
I have not been told anything. So who knows? It's funny because a lot of people ask me all this stuff about Big Brother, but
like you're the producer on the show or something.
Right. I mean, I think it's in a way it's kind of fun and cool that they think that I have that type of inside knowledge. But on the other hand, and I can get some information, I think, but I don't think I don't think I'm allowed to say anything.
Yeah.
I shouldn't anyway. I don't want to be that guy that just spreads rumors and stuff and jeopardize my working relationship with them. This would be, I think, technically my 8th season this summer working for them. So they've been very good to me, and working for them has opened up other doors. That's been very good to me. So I ain't doing too much comics these days,
Sure. Which, who knows? Might be for the best.
Well, I mean, I miss some of it. Part of it is me. Part of it, I really need to let some of these editors know that and that I want to do more stuff. I just haven't made it a priority ever since I started, increasing my Comic-Con appearances and doing more stuff for television and movies. So, it is nice. I will say it is nice. I do work less than I have in comics in general. When you do relative terms, I work less, but I get paid the same or a little bit more. So I've been able to free up a little bit more time than I had with comics. But,
it sounds about right with, it sounds about right to me.
yeah, I mean,
I almost pretty much make more doing commissions than I would doing pages.
Right,
But
and
that's
then,
just my level. I think it depends on where you're at and what
yeah,
kind of offers you're getting.
yeah, and that's great because you don't have to. I mean, you're on your own schedule most of the time, unless whoever's commissioning you they need it like right now. But yeah, you don't have a boss or an editor breathing down your neck, so
Yeah,
the freedom is great as long as you can keep that part of your your business steady. Those customers coming in.
yeah,
Always easier said than done.
yeah. Um, so, um, have you worked on any movie stuff at all ever?
I am working on something movie related right now.
Okay.
I don't even know how much I'm allowed to say.
I read you.
Um, I don't know how much I'm allowed to say. I mean,
Yeah,
if it was a
Oh,
private, well, this is because it's recorded on YouTube, but privately, and I've mentioned before that we maybe when this thing is lifted, we should get together and do lunch.
oh yeah.
I can tell you more about it. Well, what can I say? Um, it kind of involves Keith Champagne, who I've worked with several times professionally, and Ron Mars. I don't know how much you guys followed Ron Mars' stuff. You know, um, Jeremy, I know you know Ron Mars.
Yep, I know Rummers.
Green
Not
Lantern and
personally.
Witchblade, right? Something
Yeah. So we just had a Skype meeting early this week, and it was a pretty cool meeting, pretty good meeting. And it was the first time I actually met Ron face to face. But
After working with them for a number of years, kind of thing.
well, I'd never worked with him before.
Oh, okay.
Typically, this would be the first time that I'm working him in some capacity. But what was the question? I don't even know. Oh yeah, so that's the movie thing. Other stuff is just TV shows. Nickelodeon. In fact, I think next week you're you're going to see some of my artwork on one of their shows next week on Nickelodeon.
Have you designed anything for Nickelodeon that involves slime?
Yes. Actually,
That's cool.
I've done some concept art. Yeah, that involve slime. That's their
That
thing.
is cool.
And then you guys may have seen Hunters on Amazon. So I worked
Oh
on
yeah! Wow!
some storyboards for that.
Wow!
Uh,
That's cool.
But that was promo stuff. I'm not even sure they ever used it. But I definitely got hired by them, and I got paid by them to do that. So
That's cool, man.
and then the typical commissions, which I'm always behind on.
So this lunch you speak of, am I factored into that in any way?
I think he was talking to both of us, dude.
I'll let.
Oh,
How about I let Dan decide?
You know what? Everyone's invited. Even
Yes.
anyone watching this, if you can make it out.
Well, if Jeremy's coming, you know that he wants Raising Cane's.
oh, I was there on Tuesday, Wednesday.
Oh, the drive-through.
Yeah,
Dude, I mean, the drive-through was insane when it was open regular hours. Before the virus thing. I can't even imagine what their drive-through is like now.
it's also pretty crazy. I went because the one in Apple Valley is, like I told you, I know the manager there.
No, I don't think.
Yeah, he also has a Jeep, so like we're all part of like an online Jeep group.
Oh, jeez.
So he was working that day, and he took a picture of me in the drive-through. And then when I got up to the window, we sat and BS for a little bit, and then he gave me his discount.
Nice.
It's funny we mentioned Raising Cane's because I just had it for dinner.
Oh yeah.
But from the one in West St. Paul.
Okay.
I haven't been leaving the house, so it's the first time I've had any food from out in 2 weeks. But my mom wanted. I won't get into it. I had to give her a ride to the hospital today. Everything's okay. She doesn't have coronavirus or anything, but
That's good to hear.
yeah, and hopefully still doesn't after going to the ER, or whatever,
geez.
and coming back out.
You can't just say that about your mom and leave us hanging.
She's okay. That's the whole
Okay,
thing.
good.
She's fine. That's the whole, yeah. And she's so okay that we went and got Raising Cane's afterwards.
Oh, good.
What time were you in West St. Paul? Because I had to stop up there earlier.
Gosh, probably about 5 o'clock.
Yep, I was in there around like 5:30ish.
Not at Raising Cane's, were you?
I drove down the street.
Good old Robert Street.
Yep.
Yeah, used to work on Robert Street or just off of it. And
Yeah, isn't that where the Shinders used to be, by like a buffet or some shit?
yeah, that's where I worked with Shinders, and met Grant Hart, who's the drummer for Husker Du,
Oh,
and I think he sang too. And they have a song about Robert Street.
oh really?
And, yeah,
That's kind of cool.
yeah, it was kind of cool. He was a cool guy. He was a big Batman fan of. Actually, he liked Dick Grayson more, I think. I don't know. He was a cool guy. He'd come into Shinders all the time, and he recently passed away, which is too bad. But
Oh,
but yeah, Husker Du. That's a big.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're a big time. Gosh, I don't know what to call them. I don't know really this.
I know one of my friends listens to Husker Du. I just haven't heard him. I'm not with the time, so I don't know anything.
Yeah, you'd have to be with some old times. 'Cause they were big back, I think, in the 80s or something like that.
Yeah, no, he's an '80s guy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's totally into it.
Who knows? Maybe I know the guy you're talking about.
His name is same last name, Nguyen.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
No biggie.
I think I might try to ink this thing. I guess he's supposed to be giving a thumbs up.
See, if
First
I was
live stream.
joining you guys, my Spider-Man would be nothing but a Todd McFarlane Spider-Man.
Which is classic. I'm still not 100% certain about what my favorite way to draw him is. I feel like I could draw him different every time I draw him.
Yeah, I think like recently, like Todd's not my favorite so much anymore.
Really?
I mean, like I still like it, but it's compared to everything else that's out there, it's
Hell, man. Last one.
I don't know who my all-time favorite is. It's impossible for me to. I mean, I love McFarlane stuff.
That's what I grew up on, is the McFarlane stuff.
Yeah, he's.
I mean, I saw I collected Spider-Man before McFarlane, but he was the guy that basically made me want to draw comics for a living.
Me too, actually. For me, it's Spawn, the Spawn Batman comic that he drew.
Oh, yeah.
That hit me hard as a kid. I was like, dang.
Is that the one that Klaus Janson did?
Is that the one with the cover where they're both like flying in the dark and then there's lightning in the background?
It's like a Dark Knight Returns
there you
kind
go.
of. Yeah, that comic is. I should. If I had it handy, I'd show it on the live stream. My copy is completely destroyed just from looking through it.
Yeah.
1,000 times.
You could be like Jeremy and just buy one extremely mint copy with a perfect spine that you put away carefully.
That's where mine is. It's in a top loader in a box.
That's when you want 2 copies for certain issues. That's a 2-copy type issue right there.
I don't even think that one's been collected in trade.
Jeez, I don't even know.
Yeah,
what
I mean, the licensing, I don't think they, you know. Have you guys heard some of the rumors that they may want to do another Marvel DC crossover?
I saw something like, isn't there like a movement to try to get that going to save the industry or some shit?
All I've seen is that the Justice League vaguely appear in like an issue of Thor.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
No, I have not.
like there's a blue streak, there's a blue streak for Superman, a red streak for Flash, and like a green streak for Green Lantern.
Okay.
And then there was an issue of Superman, I think, where they mentioned Thor by name.
So that had to be arranged since it has to be legal for them to do that.
Yeah. But I think I think they can get away with Thor and the visuals that they did for the Justice League and the issue of Thor.
Interesting.
You know, the first time they did it, I liked Dark Claw, you know, with the amalgam.
Oh, you
I don't
like
know.
that? Huh?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I don't know that I've actually read the book. But I like the idea of it and everything. And, you know, I've drawn it. I like the idea of the Joker Sabretooth crossover too being Hyena.
I don't even remember that.
That's really cool to me. I think Dark Cloud is probably the coolest of all those amalgam characters.
Not Spider Boy.
He's too much like
Spider
I don't
Boy?
know.
I totally forgot.
He's very Superboyish to me. Like when I look at him, I still only see Superboy in my head. I guess that, you know, that's just me, but I don't know. I just feel like if they did it again, they'd have to do it better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I might have bought a couple of those issues when it happened, but I don't remember really reading them. I just remember a couple of the characters were kind of corny, and I kind of left it at that. And I just kind of bought them just to have them.
They had Bruce Wayne, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D.
I don't remember that either. That sounds funny, though.
Yeah, it's like Bruce Wayne without the Batman is just not. It just doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
I'm just gonna take all the obscure characters in the next round. Like I want like Moira McTaggart with Magpie combined with Magpie or some shit.
yeah, just. I mean, that's
Magpie.
We'll see if they do it or not. Just a rumor, but
I want to do a sexy Magpie pinup. Has anyone ever done that?
With the gap in her tooth?
Yeah, man. I think the puppy woke up.
Oh,
You guys want to see the puppy live?
yeah.
that'd be cool.
Can you see?
Oh,
Oh wow, that is cute. Did you say it's a boy or a girl?
It's a girl.
Girl. What a cutie. Oh gosh, tiny.
Yeah. 6 weeks old. Oh, you're not supposed to have it before 8 weeks.
Yeah.
Wah. Are you going to be a tattletale?
Give me the license of that breeder.
Để đâm đâm để nó tự nó đâm để nó nội ơi.
Oh, how late are you guys gonna be up tonight?
I don't know. Like for me, I'll probably be up for a while.
Check if I know. I've been up since 4.
No shit.
Yeah. I was hoping to take a nap before this all went down, but I ended up busy with some other stuff. I don't know. I have an odd schedule. I kind of try to wake up early and take a nap in the middle of the day when my son takes a nap.
Oh yeah.
That did not happen today. That was the plan, though.
So did your son, by having your son really mess up your sleeping schedule?
You know, he and I,
Okay.
we are on the exact same schedule, and I can't distance myself from his schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, if I wake up early, he ends up waking up, 2 or 3 times. It's just like I can't. And that's the whole thing. I try to get an opposite schedule from him so I have more time to work on stuff.
Yeah.
But it's hard to do. I can't juke him,
Yeah.
He's just always. And then, I don't know. He sleeps in the bed with us, so.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but it's like, when I go, say, like when I was in Chicago or Houston or wherever I go, and he's not in the bed next to me, I can't sleep right.
Oh.
I almost need that disturbance, like some little kid kicking me in the side.
That's like your version of like someone who needs like noise or a fan in the background. I know a couple guys.
Yeah.
When like they go to shows and conventions, they bring this big fan with them because they need that background noise.
That's funny.
Like it's literally like a big box fan.
Are they having that shipped on the plane then, like luggage?
No, this is when they're driving to show.
Oh, okay. Because otherwise, that's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some
Check
kid's
in.
bringing this big ass fan. Yeah, check in. It's a box fan.
I mean, I like a little noise too, but I'm not gonna go to that extent. But everyone's got their own way of dealing with things, I guess.
When I was in Chicago, I may or may not have heard a gunshot in the middle of the night.
Oh, that'll keep you awake for a while.
Yeah.
What the hell part of Chicago?
I was in the theater district. It's actually pretty cool.
I don't know Chicago well enough to know what district that is.
So was that at the hotel, or was that were you out and about?
That was in the middle, like past the middle of the night. And I couldn't sleep, so I totally heard it.
Huh.
It was just one shot. It could have been something else.
The one year I miss out on it.
It was a lot of fun going out there and doing everything. And that was pre-pandemic. But, I knew it was right when things were starting to get a little bit scary about it, where it started to be a little bit more in the news and whatnot.
Oh, this is the C2E2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, back then, it wasn't as big of a deal as it is now. It was right before things hit the fan kind of thing.
Well, when we did Mighty Con in Quad Cities a couple weeks ago, I mean, that was kind of questionable because that's when states were starting to issue all these orders and stuff. Even like in the days leading up to the show, since technically it was in Rock Island, Illinois, like people were commenting saying, "Are you sure it's a good idea to have this show?" and everything like that. So I was a little nervous. Like I won't lie.
Yeah.
The Sunday of the show, I mean, literally as we were packing up on Sunday, the governor of Illinois was issuing every bar and restaurant closed. I'm like, oh man, this is like serious.
Yeah, you're right at the end of it.
But
they were at the beginning of it.
They say it takes like a couple weeks for symptoms to show up, because and that was also the weekend where the Chicago O'Hare Airport was a big clusterfuck, because
Oh
coming in and they
yeah,
had to screen everyone, so it created just thousands of people backlogged, and it was just a mess. That entire state.
I remember seeing footage of that, being like, "Damn, I'm so glad I got out of Chicago when I got out."
Oh man,
You know?
there was people that were going to the show. They're like, well, one of the guests at the show. I mean, he had to go through Chicago O'Hare, but he said it wasn't too bad for him. So who knows? But yeah, it was really really nervous because it's like, what if I caught something and I'm gonna get my wife, and
Oh yeah,
stuff. And
welcome to America. Hey,
I know, but they say it takes like a couple weeks, up to a couple weeks, for symptoms to show up, and it's been a couple weeks, so
nothing
thankfully,
yet. Yeah.
yeah. But then again, they say 85% of the people recover, and some don't even feel the symptoms. So I might,
Part of me feels like it may have mutated by the time it hit us, but you can't say that to like New York right now,
oh geez, yeah.
or
Italy,
even I think, yeah, Italy, totally. That's what it's like. When people say something to the extent of it's not that real or something to them, it's like, dude, look at Italy, like. And the fact that they're shutting down all these businesses, they don't just do that for no reason. Like,
yep,
people want to make money.
yeah, it's crazy times for sure.
Yeah, that's. I don't know. I have some hope in some of the medications that will come. I don't know. I feel like I don't know why I'm just a little positive about it. Like things are gonna work out somehow.
You're just trying to delude yourself.
Yeah, I kind of honestly I deleted off of my phone. I deleted Facebook and Twitter for a while just because I don't know. Not a lot of positivity on there right now, and
well, let me add to that negativity.
Yeah. It's just there's nothing I can do about it one way or the other. So
why not, Dan?
Maybe I should just be a scientist now, or something like that.
Quite a bit more job security, and
yeah,
in times like these, you will be working overtime for sure, probably with better pay.
I'm gonna will myself into being a scientist. Do they accept a GED?
Do they accept my inking credit on a major bummer?
No.
I mean, they might actually if things really get dire.
I know,
We
right?
could.
I mean,
we might be the future scientists if we live long
shortage
enough.
of healthcare workers. I'll be like, hey, give me an abbreviated, like fast track to school, free tuition, 1 month training, and give me a certified nurse.
Man, you're gonna be. No, they're gonna like rush it out in a week.
Yeah, it's like, hey,
by the
I'm willing to
weekend
help
you'll
you
be a
guys.
scientist.
I'm willing to help you guys. Just get me certified and don't charge me tuition. And I'll do what I can to help save lives. I mean, they can't turn that down, can they?
I'll do what I need to do. If I got to be a scientist, who knows? Maybe one of us has got the cure to cancer. After all,
Do you think the cure exists already? And then like Big Pharma is like hiding?
Yeah, they've not put out an album in a while, so they still exist.
What?
What?
The Cure.
Yeah, Robert Smith.
Yeah, yeah. I only like one Cure album.
Disintegration.
It's called Pornography.
Oh.
It is truly goth. Their other albums are like.
I like that too, but it has nothing to do with the Cure.
That's your favorite album around the house.
Yeah. Not the favorite album, but favorite food, favorite movie, favorite TV show, favorite computer.
Yeah, it's a good title. but that's definitely my favorite Cure album. The rest of them, I can't. I try to make myself like them, and I just didn't care for them.
Didn't they? Well, I like that one song they did for The Crow back in the day.
Oh yeah,
That's a
oh
good
yeah.
song.
That's a great soundtrack. You got some Nine Inch Nails on there.
Yeah.
That's a great movie, man. They don't make them like that.
Did you ever see part 2?
I never did see all that. I know it's a Rob Zombie flick, right?
Yeah, I never saw that. I heard it was really terrible. Was it City of Angels? Is that what it's called?
Yeah. I don't know. I think maybe I've tried to watch it and I wasn't successful. I'm bad at watching movies.
I bet you I got you beat. That and TV shows, man. I am like so not with it. With like anything.
Yeah.
All I do is I listen to documentaries online. I don't really listen to movies because I'd rather watch it, but I don't have time to watch it. So it's like,
I agree. Like, it's hard to find a movie that's good enough to listen to, but not so good you want to watch it.
right.
So, those movies are tough to find. You really just have to not care. The Crow is not something you just have on in the background, I don't think, unless, that's something you got to watch. It's a visual.
Yeah.
And gosh, I mean, it's so angsty and cool, like it's unlike any Marvel movie you're ever going to find.
Oh, geez.
Ever.
For sure.
And it's actually darker than any Batman movie as well.
I like dark and serious.
Yeah.
I'm one of the few guys that actually likes Batman versus Superman.
Same.
Yeah. Jeremy knows my opinion, but I don't like that movie at all. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I like Superman. That's part of the problem. If you're a Superman fan, it's hard to like that movie, I think. He gets pretty well. Watching him get his ass kicked was really hard for me. It was.
Traumatize you?
Yeah, it didn't traumatize me, but it pissed me off. I was like, I like Superman. I just do.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'll always like Batman too. Batman's definitely funner to draw, and all of his characters are probably funner to draw. But I like what Superman represents. I don't know.
I left the theater pissed off watching The Amazing Spider-Man.
Did you?
Oh yeah, like seriously pissed off, like to the point where I kind of broke down and was crying.
I didn't mind it.
Wow.
Oh, I hated it.
What did you hate about it?
Everything.
It's bad.
That Emma Stone was too ugly?
No, I don't have a problem with her. I think, she might have been like the one redeeming thing in that movie. It was just that the characterization from all the characters in that movie were not Spider-Man. Like, that movie was a total cash grab.
Yeah. It was so, it was like direct from the, I don't know. That character that Tom Cruise played in Tropic Thunder?
Oh yeah,
it was like his movie, just how do I describe it? Never mind.
I've only seen little bits and pieces of Tropic Thunder, and then like
what?
I said, hey, did I not say that I'm worse than Dan at movies?
Yeah, that's saying something. If you're worse than me, man.
I'll tell you something. I have not seen any of the Avengers.
Yeah,
Wow.
you have. You saw the first one.
No, I haven't.
Dude.
Yeah, well, you had it on his. I know you've seen it. I know you've, because I brought it over one time.
If you did, I didn't pay any attention to it.
Right.
Like, I
To not see any of the Avengers, that's pretty wild.
I haven't seen most of the Marvel movies. But that's more by choice.
Yeah.
Because
I
I'm like
think
a depressive. I'm a depressing emo, so I kind of like. I like
you were
serious
cutting into
movies.
yourself instead of watching the flick.
I just like serious. I don't like my superhero movies like funny. I want them like serious and dark. All of them.
What'd you think of the Blade movies?
I liked it. From what I remember, I don't mind it.
I actually love Blade 1 and 2.
Not Blade Trinity.
Oh,
don't-
I hate that movie.
Yeah,
I
it's a
don't
terrible
remember
movie.
enough of each movie to distinguish, but I remember liking them. I guess.
Blade, I don't know. Blade is really cool to me. And that's all about Wesley Snipes.
Yeah. You like Underworld?
No, I didn't really like those. I don't know why.
I think I liked the first one, maybe even the second one, but then like after the second one, it started dropping off. Like I lost interest in the franchise.
I saw at least one of them at the theaters. I don't know if it's the first one or the second one. I think if I saw them again, maybe I could find a more of an appreciation for them,
Yeah.
possibly. Sometimes I won't like a movie just because it's popular.
Yeah.
I hate to say that, but that's just kind of the truth of it. Like I remember not liking American Pie back when I was a teenager when that came
Yeah.
out. But my wife watched it the other day, and I was like, this ain't that bad. I don't know what. I must have had to stick up my
I used
ass.
to be that way with music. Like if a band
Yeah.
was super popular, like I didn't want to like listen to it.
Yeah, I like music now. Forget it. Even movies. I don't listen to new stuff. I don't watch new stuff. Like the next movie I want to see is Conan the Barbarian again
Yeah.
with Schwarzenegger.
And I don't remember much from that movie at all.
Me neither. I for some reason that's kind of in my mind lately. Like I want to see that. I don't know why, but I'm more prone to see an old movie that I know I'm gonna like.
Man, I love Predator.
Oh yeah, I love all the Schwarzenegger movies. That's my thing. Total Recall, Predator, Commando.
Commando
Is so good. It's a Jeff Loeb. Jeff Loeb wrote that.
Yep.
So,
Commando.
I wonder what he's up to nowadays. I don't think he's writing comics.
Yeah, I don't know. It's what was that movie that Frank Miller wrote? RoboCop?
RoboCop 3.
Yeah, RoboCop 2.
Was it 2
Maybe
or 3?
Maybe he wrote 3 and 2. He might have wrote both of them. He shows up in number 2. He has a cameo. He's a drug I don't say a drug dealer, but I think he creates drugs. Like
yeah, because 3 or 2 had to do with like the drugs.
He might even get murdered in it.
Here's my funny Jeff Loeb story. So when I first met him, it was at the Superman celebration. So he and I and editor Mike Carlin and Doug Hazelwood, inker on Superman, and a few other people were there. I remember we had dinner, and I was sitting right across from Jeff, so we were just chatting, and I said, "Oh yeah, you wrote the RoboCop movie, didn't you?" He goes, "Well, no, that was Frank Miller." And I'm like, he said, "I did Commando." I'm like, "Oh." Felt like an idiot.
The original RoboCop, you can't touch that. That's a 10 out of a 10.
I loved it when I watched it. I haven't seen the new one though.
It's okay.
Oh, the remake?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
It's okay.
It's not even okay. It was nah. I don't know. See, I'm very negative when it comes to movies. I'm harsh.
Man, you're brutal.
I'm harsh, dude. Come hard at those movies. Like, what? I'm not watching this. No, seriously. I do need to see, as Jeremy has recommended it, what's that Tarantino one?
Oh, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Oh
I
yeah.
haven't seen that either.
That one I gotta see. I do like Tarantino flicks. I always like his stuff.
Yeah, I don't even remember the last Tarantino flick I saw. Was it the Django Unchained? That might have been the last one I've seen. That's Tarantino, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah. That one's a great movie. I've only seen
like
it the
that.
one time, but it's something I could watch again.
No, I saw it in the theaters. I liked it.
Pulp Fiction to me is one of the best all time.
Oh yeah, well, who hasn't seen Pulp Fiction? Even
Yeah.
I have seen Pulp
Yeah,
Fiction.
even you like that one. That means something.
Yeah.
You know, a movie I like a lot is Dread.
Oh, I haven't
Have you
seen
seen? Did you see Dread? You should see Dread. I liked it anyways. It's been a few years, but
Isn't that star, what's his face, the Green Arrow guy?
no.
Carl Urban.
Messing that up.
Yeah, Carl Urban.
Yeah, Carl Urban and Lena Headey.
Oh, Lena, man, she's hot.
She's all right.
Man, back in 300, you didn't like her?
Yeah, she was hot in 300. They really made her ugly in Dread.
Oh, okay.
She's a good villain.
Oh, she was a villain, huh?
Right, she's
Yes.
the villain, right? She's good. That's the villain.
Yeah, I like the psychic chick in that
Yep.
movie.
Yeah.
Who was that?
I don't remember her name though. But
You know a movie I really liked? Actually, Jeremy, you were there. Alita
Brokeback
Battle.
Mountain.
You were there
did
too.
you see?
Oh, Alita.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta see that.
Oh, you haven't?
I forgot all about that movie. I love Robert Rodriguez. I think he does really cool stuff.
There is a ongoing online movement, and I don't think it's getting anywhere, honestly, of to get the sequel going. But I don't think it's going to happen, or at least not for a while, because it didn't do bad. It just underperformed compared to what they were expecting. I mean, they were expecting it to, be a most unbelievable blockbuster, but it wasn't. So
I'm sure I will like it. I just have to see it.
yeah, it's great. I have no complaints.
I like Robert Rodriguez stuff a lot. One of my favorites he did is Planet Terror.
Yeah, from Grindhouse.
You guys see that? Yeah,
Yeah.
from Grindhouse.
Uh-uh.
Oh man, it's one of my favorite zombie flicks.
I did like that one when it came out, but
It's almost like a Traumaville.
yeah, but like after getting it home on video, I wound up liking Death Proof a lot more.
Yeah, for some reason I didn't like Death Proof. It's my least favorite Tarantino movie. I don't remember why right now. I don't know. It just seems kind of disjointed.
It's very dialogue heavy.
Yeah, it's dialogue heavy, and then it kind of stops and goes, and it gets cartoony by the end of the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Like it just got really ridiculous. But you gotta love Kurt Russell.
Stuntman Mike.
Yeah, I like Kurt Russell in everything he's in. He's the highlight of Guardians 2. Just because I like Kurt Russell.
I haven't seen any of the Guardians movies.
What?
You know me. You know how I feel about Marvel movies, man.
Dude, they're gonna revoke your comic book artist license
If only you knew, man. If only you
and
knew.
force you to do science.
Like, seriously. Man. I'm probably the most, shameful pro in the business.
See, what you guys follow that I don't so much is wrestling, though.
I don't really follow it. I know a little bit about it, and I used to be, I used to like it when I was a kid, like the classic guys. I mean, I know
Well,
a
it's
few
like-
things, but
Almost every conversation I get in at a convention, I swear it's almost 60% wrestling and 40% comics.
Yeah. It's good.
I need to like catch up. You know, people ask me my favorite wrestler. I say Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
You know, that's my favorite.
Like I was a WWF guy before they changed to WWE.
Yeah, like when I was watching wrestling originally was back in like probably the early 90s or late 80s, you know.
Yeah.
And then again when during the Goldberg, The Rock, Stone Cold era. What is that, like early? No, that's like 96,
Late
90s.
97.
Yeah.
Late 90s. That's kind of when I fell off, was after that. So, but I think it's cool. It's something that I could see myself watching, you know.
Yeah, I try to pay a little bit of attention to it. Just to kind of
I like the drama of the whole thing, and but I miss Kurt Angle though. I think he's the best. As far as like the way he would manipulate the audience, and he'd have everyone so pissed off at him. I loved it. You know?
Yeah.
I just loved it.
I was telling Jeremy, did you guys see that Vice documentary on Chris?
Yes.
I have, and I want to see that though.
It's really interesting. You got to catch it. It's on YouTube.
It's crazy what happened with that guy, man. Wow.
Yeah,
you know, and that's those drugs, though. You know.
Yeah, who knows, man? He just went crazy.
Or is he actually? I don't know. I guess I have to see the documentary, but
I think he's doing fine now. But back then, they really
yeah, I heard he retired down to Florida or something, and he's started life anew.
That's funny because
I think he's coming back. He's working with Diamond Dallas Page. Yeah,
nice.
It's funny. Who else do I like? You know, I liked Hulk Hogan when I was a kid. I was a Hulkamaniac, and then I was into the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, that's original.
Yeah. And
I liked him when he was the Dingo Warrior.
I used to take piano classes in the first grade.
Oh, that's very manly and cool.
Yeah.
No.
You know, I mean, you know, when I wasn't doing kickboxing or, you know, whatever, but I remember I got in deep shit. Sorry to swear, Jeremy, on your channel.
Yeah, I don't care.
I already did it. You're cool.
But yeah, I got in deep shit because in my piano notes, all I did was draw the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh my God.
You drawing a big, like, muscular naked guy in your book?
With like tassels off his arms.
Did you go to like a Catholic school?
It was a Christian school, so that adds a little more to the I don't know, infidelity of the whole thing.
Oh boy.
And pissed the teacher off really bad, and she was a
Hulkamaniac.
Yeah. She was an Hulkamaniac. But she was ripping out the pages of all my notes, all the drawings she ripped out and threw away. I was like, dude, I end up quitting piano after that.
I would too.
I was like, you know, I don't like it. And she threw out my drawings. I'd rather draw, you know. So that was that. And I think I would have to miss like gym class to go to piano. I'd rather go to gym class for sure. I mean, you know, I like dodgeball and that kind of thing, you know, whatever. When I was a kid, so. Oh, Jeremy, you're deep in it.
Paraphrasing?
Too bad we can't see anything Tom's doing though.
No, not this thing, but
it's still good to have you though, even though you're not drawing Mr. Spider-Man.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah,
I wasn't so busy with this. I would join you, but then I'd have to like set up my camera, my webcam, and stuff.
Next time.
next time.
I don't even have a flexible webcam. I mean, could I use my phone?
You could.
Really? To join in StreamYard? I can use my phone?
I think so.
Huh.
I think Risey would know that. Risey, do you need can you use your phone?
Well, regardless, I'm going to take a break here and have some late dinner.
Okay.
Take the dog outside. So, are you guys going to be on for a while?
I think I'm gonna try to wrap up in the next 30 minutes.
Okay. Well, let's do this again then.
Okay.
We got.
Yeah, I plan on doing this like every Friday. So
let me know ahead of time.
All right.
I don't anticipate being at my weekly Hooters.
Nice. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, it was fun. Thanks for the invite. Good to talk to you guys. Good to see you or talk to you, Dan, again.
Yeah, for sure, Tom. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Cool. Next time, I hope to maybe I'll draw something. I think I should be done with what I'm working on now, so maybe I can join you guys.
Awesome.
All right,
Dude,
man.
thanks, Tom.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
Nice
Stay
chatting.
safe.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Later, bro. Well, what a surprise, Jeremy. You got some big star guests.
Yeah.
Would have loved to put his name on it. Hey, Tom Nguyen's going to be here.
Now I got some credibility.
Oh, yeah. He's the real deal. He's a local legend as well. Yeah, his con sounds really cool. Like I said, it seemed like people really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun.
I hope to go next time. It's not far from me at all. It's Hastings is maybe like 20 minutes from me or something like that.
Yeah, because you can, without giving things away. Like, I know which road you can take. You can just go down.
Oh yeah, it's one road
42.
pretty much. Yeah. So, how have you been handling this new way of life?
I don't really care. If we die, we die.
Yeah. Well, once you get it once, I mean, I think you're good after that.
Yeah.
And most people, it doesn't seem to affect that badly. For me, it's just, with the mother-in-law. She's a little older. So I'm being careful. I don't want to bring anything back to her or anything like that. Sucks about the conventions. And the industry is about scared as hell right now.
Yeah. Well, it's, like the way I see it right now is with Diamond shutting down for a little bit. It gives you time to play catch up on, other things. Because that was the one thing I was dreading was like, oh crap, there's all these cool books, coming out here pretty soon. And
well, yeah, like didn't Marvel and DC decide not to release digital finally, or what? Did you hear anything about that?
I don't know. I don't pay attention to the digital market.
Yeah, it seemed like they, because it affects the. I don't know. I think it'd be too bad for shops to have like a backlog of 3, 4, 5 months of comics once they do reopen. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
people come in.
Everything will be fine though. Plus, I think it helps a lot of people out too that might be falling behind or behind schedule.
Yeah.
So hopefully they're looking at this as, a nice little window to play catch up.
Yeah. our store that is local here. Have you heard any inside info about them? I hope they're doing okay.
He's doing
That's
okay.
all.
He's doing okay. It just sucks
He
that
seems like he's doing okay.
It just sucks that he's got to shut down. But
Yeah, I'm hoping this whole thing is more hype than anything else, and that hopefully we have it licked a little bit better than Italy. No, that because I'm already going nuts. It's only been 2 weeks, so
yeah. We'll make it.
Yeah, that's why doing something like this is really cool. Not to say I'm lonely. I'm not lonely. I don't get lonely. I've never admit to that.
I'm lonely.
Yeah, okay, you admit to it. Yeah, I know that's, I know you like to go to the shop and chat and stuff. That's all done.
Yeah, as of I think he might have closed early tonight too, because all Magic events have been postponed.
Yeah, it's over as of now. They shelter in place order.
Midnight.
Yeah,
We got a couple hours.
Most stores are probably closed any damn way. So
yeah, a lot of places have been closing early.
We were fairly prepared, but now we're starting to. Yeah, we were, but I feel like now we're kind of running low on stuff because it's been 2 weeks.
Like toilet paper.
We still got that, but I'm out of frozen pizza, and that sucks.
Oh, I picked up some frozen pizza yesterday.
Yeah, I get a restock on that. We make fresh pizza, that's good, but the cheese is going to go bad at some point here. And if I don't have frozen pizza in the freezer, that means I don't have any food at all. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
I feel like I don't have anything.
Like you could have
even though I might have something.
A fridge full of other things. It's like,
yeah,
it's like we're out of pizza. Like, but
exactly.
we have other things. Like, no, we are out of frozen pizza.
Yeah, that means we don't have food.
We are doomed.
Yeah, we don't have frozen pizza. That means no food. That's the same thing.
Do you not know what this means, woman?
Well, we can freeze fresh pizza. No, I mean, we have made, fresh pizza. It's actually pretty good. My wife makes a killer dough. So that stuff's good, but still, if I don't have frozen, it doesn't mean anything. Do you ever watch One Bite Pizza reviews?
No.
It's pretty entertaining. YouTube.
Is it like YouTube?
Yeah, it's pretty entertaining.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, everybody's got all these different streaming services and cable, and it's like, there's a lot of content on YouTube. It's like, why would you? Because that's my only streaming service that I have is YouTube.
I've got Amazon Prime, but that's it.
Okay.
I had Disney Plus. I had Netflix.
And you don't need all these streaming services all at one time.
Yeah, that's the trick. You do one at a time.
You do one at a time. Watch what you need to watch.
1 month.
Cancel.
You do this. Cancel. I didn't renew my Disney Plus, and I hadn't quite finished Mandalorian.
You haven't finished it?
Nah, I was right close to the end. I don't know. I wanted to savor it, and then I didn't renew. So
Okay. Yeah, the ending is really good.
yeah, so I regret not getting caught up enough on that one
Oh well, it's not
because
like
I
it's
do
not gonna
really
be
like
there.
it. Because I do really like it. It's just I didn't get to catch them all before I canceled it. What are you watching nowadays?
Nothing. I don't.
Yeah.
Not one for watching anything.
That's good. You're too busy.
Or I just don't care.
You're like Tom in the Marvel movies.
Yeah. Well, there's just I don't really care for a lot of stuff that's out there right now.
Me neither. Like I said, I'd almost rather just watch old movies that I know are going to be good.
Mm-hmm. Like Lord knows I've got a crap ton of movies.
That you haven't finished,
Or just like in my personal collection, I've got like a bunch of movies. Some of them I've never even seen. Like I bought like one of my earliest movies I bought was like back in 2003, I think it was. I have yet to watch it.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when you're like collecting them and you can't keep up.
Yep.
I knew someone that had a huge DVD collection. I think he once gave me a movie he never watched. I don't think I ever watched it either. I just, thanks for the free movie. Neither one of us ever wound up watching it. I don't remember what it was.
Back in like 2001, maybe like 2000, my friends and I we would purposely just buy movies just to see who would have the bigger collection.
Oh, wow.
And sometimes it wasn't even about quality.
Dang, that's y'all competing with each other on who can collect.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Like we would just buy movies just to have them, just to up our numbers.
I have a very small Blu-ray collection. It's like nothing.
Yeah, that was the other thing too. I was buying Blu-rays before I even had a player.
That's funny. There are some Blu-rays I'd like to get. Like I like the John Wick movies. I think I have the first one. I wouldn't mind having the other two.
I've only seen the first.
You know how I have the world's smallest bladder?
Oh yeah. And I'm sure now everybody else knows.
Yeah. I'm about to have to run away for about 25 seconds here.
Oh, go do it.
Here, I'll be right back. Hopefully you're still live. I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Right back.
Right back. How's that look?
All right, I'm back. Your
Yeah.
Spider-Man looks really cool, man. I wish I had blue lined something. Maybe next week,
You want to come back next week?
if I'm invited.
Oh,
I
yeah.
just assumed I'm invited. I'm kidding. If you
Yeah,
do it
I
again,
gotta-
I would like to come back if you.
Sure.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
Otherwise, it'd be pretty pointless for you to get a webcam just for one show. And
Well, you know, maybe one of these days I'll start my own YouTube channel or whatever. But
well, now's the time to do it. Everybody's
everybody's on that. I mean, we're all getting lonely now, so
we're all getting lonely. ESPN is desperate for content that they're playing old WrestleManias apparently.
that is something. Yeah, because as a wrestling fan, how has that been, though?
Dude, honestly, I don't even like. I don't watch wrestling religiously anymore. But from what I hear, it's weird. I seen like bits and pieces of like what they're doing because there's nobody in the arenas. It's just really weird.
That is weird. Like, I've seen some clips of these late night shows that are trying to operate off of webcams.
Really?
Yeah, like Steve Colbert is still trying to do, you know, and whomever, Fallon, all those guys, they're still trying to do their show, only it's really lame. It's like they reveal themselves to not be funny.
Yeah. See, I used to like Colbert back in the day when he was on the Daily Show.
Yeah, yeah. You know, I didn't follow it that well, but he seemed different then. Like he was more, I don't know.
Like, yeah, because Colbert was also on. Just gotta watch
Dana Carvey show way back in the day.
He was on.
He was on the Dana Carvey show.
I don't even know Dana Carvey had a show.
Yeah.
But no, he used to do voice animation or voice work for Saturday Night Live.
Oh yeah, the ambiguously gay duo.
Yes.
That's what you're probably. Yeah.
So, yeah, he's one of those guys that I love him and I hate him.
Yeah, well, I can't say I ever had a phase where I liked him much. I'm a Letterman guy, so
yeah. Well,
those are shoes you can't fill. Sorry.
I'm Conan.
Even, you know, in my opinion, Conan's way better than Colbert.
Oh yeah.
Conan is legit.
Conan had Colbert on his podcast
the other day, or
oh no, it's been a while. It was pretty cool. I don't know. It's it is what it is.
But yeah, these shows are not doing. They're not good. They're really bad. They all have really bad audio. Like whatever this audio is, I'm sure is just as good.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I've seen some YouTubers joke about how bad their audio is. So like these, all of a sudden, these YouTubers have better quality than professional late night TV shows because they've been in the game. Your piece is about done, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna add some gray to it. I got distracted. I gotta respond to a text here. Should probably give you the floor then.
Did you catch Eric Larson was on a... Do you watch any YouTube stuff like other live streamers?
Not
comic related.
Some comic related. For the most part, not really. I just don't. A lot of them are pretty random when they do it. So
yeah, there was one.
There's always the replay.
There's one. Yeah, I mean, I don't watch it live typically. There's one that's good called Crowdfunding Comics. They just had
Billy
yeah,
Tucci.
with Bill Tucci, yeah.
Yeah.
And they just had Eric Larson on there.
Really?
And I didn't catch much of it. But you know how I said it's hard to draw and talk at the same time?
Yeah.
Eric Larson was talking slow. I was watching that, man. He was talking about some subject, and I walked away, and I came back, and he was still talking about the same thing. It was like 20 minutes later, and he's just talking super slow. And I don't know. It was far from entertaining. You know, I like Eric Larson and everything. That's why I wanted to check it out, but it was just not moving at all. It was the slowest thing I ever watched, pretty much. All right, now I'm just down to the lines on his down to his webbing. He's supposed to be giving the thumbs up here because he's on a live stream, and it's Danny D's first live stream, so that's why he's giving it the old thumbs up. Looks like I've got the show now. It's the Danny D show. Are you done?
No,
Oh,
no,
you're
no,
just you're grabbing your markers or your
yeah,
grayscale stuff.
I'm responding to a text, and then sorry, it's kind of important.
It's kind of
I guess
important.
not important enough for the
Is it a lady? Oh,
Oh, there we go.
I was gonna say, is it a lady or something like that? Maybe it's a lady.
It is, yes.
Okay, all right. Well,
Oh. Okay.
how's things in that department?
How's your Spider-Man going?
You know, anyone dating now has got to be really having a rough time.
Right.
Yeah, that's what you don't hear enough about. So how is that going? Because that's how do you maintain relationships through this?
To the magics of the internet with webcams.
Yeah.
Seems like I'm surprised like more people don't take advantage of this.
Or what I want to ink the lines with on the webbing here.
Yeah, and what sucks is there's the like Blick announced today. Like I got an email from Blick saying that they were closed.
Yeah.
It's like you couldn't wait one more day.
Yeah, they should have waited through today. That's what they should have done.
But no.
Because I mean, they could have stayed open today. Tomorrow they couldn't, but. Anyways, what was I gonna say? Yeah, like one of my concerns is running out of markers or art supplies.
I think you could probably just order them now. It'd probably be easier just to order things online.
Yeah, but like when you go to like say Amazon,
yeah,
everything's got a huge delay on it right now, from what I've seen. So, you know, that sucks. So I'm trying not to run out of markers. Oh, I think I gotta catch the door quick here. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. That was really cool to have Tom stop by. That was awesome.
Yeah, that was pretty unexpected. I was not.
That was last second.
Yeah, it was. What are you drinking?
It's soda pop.
Yeah, I got a can of Coke here too.
Maybe it's not soda, but
Was that sparkling water?
it's sparkling. Sparkling, that's all right. You know, I don't use multi-liners or microns. Maybe I should start. Seems like everybody's using that. Everybody's using blue line. I gotta try it out sometime. I have some, but I stick to my Tombos.
Haven't tried those.
Yeah, I don't know. See, like just no, I don't like it. This multi-liner. Maybe I need a bigger one.
All right. Yeah, like I ran out of. All I have is like 2 shades of gray here. Like I've got 3 shades of gray, but the one is it's barely noticeable. So I'm kind of screwed.
You know, my favorite gray is the N3.
That's what I'm working on. That's what I got right now.
That one you can actually. I feel like I can get a bunch of different shades out of that. If I don't know. It's just my favorite one. Okay, I am using a multi-liner. It's good for the webs. But I break these things all the time because I'm all like, I've broken almost every multi-liner, every micron I ever get.
Like, do they sell those at the store, or do you have to order them online?
These I definitely got from a store. I don't remember when. I've always been experimenting with markers, pens, and whatnot, so I have a ton of different kinds that never get used. Am I still on here? Oh, are you still on here?
Yeah, I'm still on here.
Okay. Just didn't hear.
I'm just
anything from
anticipating
one.
something right now.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is the new social life.
Okay. Yeah, I was expecting some loud noises, but that did not come. Thank God.
But yeah, that's the new way to socialize now. There's hardly any other way to do it.
Well, it's funny because like we've been prepared for all these years, and we've been given chances to get caught up with the future, and all it took was this.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably start a YouTube channel at some point here.
Do it.
I just got in the mail was Brian Polito's Hell Witch.
Okay.
I might do like an unboxing video or something.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, just a way to get my feet wet and learn the program a little bit. But
look, you've got a large following on Instagram. Yeah, I was surprised that like when you tweeted that when you posted this on there, like how many likes you got on that right away.
Yeah, I
nice
never
that they
know
all
where
showed
people are
up.
coming from. If they like the art or they like the idea that I'm doing a live stream or what it is, but
They probably didn't even bother like looking at the text. They're just like, oh, he drew a picture.
Here's a picture. No. You know, you never know where people come from. What I think is cool is some of the young fans that I'm getting on there. There's this little kid. I don't know his name, but he's got to be only like 8 or 9 or something like that.
His name is Raul.
Maybe actually.
Raul.
Do you know him? Does he?
Lobos?
Maybe he follows you. I don't know.
No.
It's just. It's cool the people you meet through Instagram. And I don't know, the kids are cool. He's a cool kid. He makes some cool videos. I don't know. There's been a young crowd lately. So I'm screwing this thing up here in the end. So yeah, Instagram's my thing. I like Instagram a lot. I like Instagram so much better than Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, like
Oh,
Twitter's my go-to, but
Twitter is hard, dude. I don't like what people post on there. It's so much drama. There's no drama on Instagram. I swear to God, it's just post something cool. That's it. All right. Twitter's everybody's cussing each other out. You know, we don't need to know everybody's every thought, you know.
But it's fun though.
It is fun. It's too much. I had to cancel or delete it. Like, I don't look at it. So if you're trying to get a hold of me through there, I might not see it right away. I'm limiting my Twitter just because it depresses me, to be honest. I don't care for it that much. Like, nobody calling each other names on Instagram and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they are. You just gotta look for it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I find it funny that I finally come back to get invited back to SpringCon this year, and
they cancel it.
Cancel.
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, shit. Oh, that sucks for Jeremy.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks for everybody because that's a nice con and everyone would like to go. But what can you do? I don't blame them one bit.
I was sad.
But FallCon, maybe by the time FallCon comes around,
and half the population has been wiped out, so we don't have as much competition. I was driving by I left the comic store a couple nights ago, and it was so dead, out on the road. So I was like I was taking video as I'm driving, and I'm just like, Thanos wiped everybody out. All right.
Yeah, I was actually surprised at how much traffic is out there. Because I hadn't left the house in about 2 weeks, and then I went out yesterday. It's like, there's still a bunch of cars out here, and everybody's still walking their dog and going for runs and all that stuff. I was actually kind of surprised. I think every time I draw Spider-Man, he might look different until I really decide on a look that I want for him. I kind of try to go somewhere between big eyes and squinty.
Mm-hmm.
for medium, and then ends up being like nothing. I think I like John Romita Sr. I think the eyes on that were spot on.
The small ones.
Yeah, like, but they're not like that small. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They're small, but they're not like squinty like some of the other ones so much. I like it all though. But everybody, yeah, I don't know. Spider-Man's one of those characters. Just like Batman, you get a lot of different interpretations. I mean, he's a popular character, so everybody's drawn him. So you've just seen so many different styles. You know, if they do another amalgam,
God, you're really wanting that to happen
I don't know why I brought it up again, but
because you want it to happen.
not really. To be honest, not that bad, but it does interest me, I suppose. Because they'll screw it up.
Oh yeah, nothing's ever good enough for anybody.
It won't be.
It could be the greatest thing in the world, and people are like, "Oh, they did this wrong. They did it wrong."
I'll be one of those people too. Like, I don't know, man. But like they did Wolverine, Batman. I don't know. It seems like Spider-Man should have maybe matched up with Batman or Superman, not Superboy. I mean, Spider-Man hasn't been a boy in the comics in how many years? I mean, unless you count the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Well, they got rid of continuity, so.
And then you've got, Miles Morales now, so it's like there wouldn't be any point to have a teenage Spider-Man if you already got another teenage Spider-Man going on.
Okay, what do you think about wrapping this up in about 10 minutes?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
I'm adding some pencil gray tone. Some saving on my Copics. They're just not within reach. This has been fun.
Yeah. Do you have any
I almost thought, are you about to say, do I have any requests for next week?
Oh, I already got it figured out.
All right, never mind.
How goes your little project that you're not allowed to talk about?
Well, I quit that thing shortly after we spoke.
Really?
And I don't regret it.
Nice. So our little conversation over a couple beers and pizza was good?
Yeah, I don't regret it. Some people involved can't really be trusted. And
Are you allowed to talk about it now?
Probably not, but
Oh.
somewhat I'll talk about it anyways. But without being too descriptive about it, I didn't like the direction of things at all.
No.
And I didn't like the contract either. And it's like when you get onto a project for one reason only, and then that reason is basically taken away, you know, say there's 5 different things that are going on. You've got, you know, the original art, you got, yeah, I don't know. You've got these different factors, say 5 different factors, and there's 4 of the 5 you're willing to overlook just because of that number one thing you want to do. And then they take that one thing away. It's like, no, done. Bye. So, and yeah, so no regrets there. I don't think the comic will probably ever be released anyways. For some reason, I have doubts in that too. So,
well, from what I hear, it's one of those things where it's because I said something to somebody about it, and they were like, actually, yeah, it sounds like it's been trying to happen for years.
like,
and it's not going to go anywhere.
I left the project. I imagine a lot of other artists would probably leave that project as well, just because it's not an exciting thing.
Right. Like they'll get on it.
It could be exciting if it
was.
was handled a different way. It'd be very exciting. But the way it's being handled, it's like, I don't want to draw that. That's not what it's supposed to be. Why would you do that? Oh, look at me bury my line work. Way to go. Was that it?
That's it for me. You keep doing it.
Yeah, I'm basically done too. I don't know. I started filling all this stuff in. Whoops. Now I'm behind. Next time, maybe I'll have like I said before, maybe not a blue line, but something sketched out so it's not just a bust. I don't want to bite off more than I can chew here. But I have anyways. Hey, how about instead of once a week, we just do this every day, huh?
Well, you got the time. I don't.
Especially now. Did you see Far From Home?
Yeah, that's the one I saw, but I didn't have the audio on.
Yeah, it's a bit of a disappointment, if you're asking me. I don't know. Maybe we get the point here, huh?
What thickness lead is that?
2 millimeter. I've been loving this thickness lately.
And then what
Nice.
about is it an H, a B?
HB.
The hardness? That's the word I was looking for, the hardness of the lead.
Yeah, that's HB.
Okay.
I don't know. A lot of pencilers I admire, they use 2H, but I could never just gel with that. I need to feel like I'm putting a line down. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, because there's a light one that I toyed around with years ago that I hated. It was very light, and I think it was also very like waxy.
Was it F?
Might have been, because there's one where when it goes down, it almost seems like you've got to really dig it into the paper to even see it, and then when you can't even erase it.
Yeah, I don't know. That kind of sounds like a 2H or something like that. I don't know. I like a softer lead, but not too soft. HB usually does the job, but sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes you switch up. I don't usually use something lighter though. I guess we're about done here. Here you go, it's Spider-Man for the first live stream.
Yay.
He's a classic. My favorite run is probably the John Romita run. John Romita Jr. and Straczynski.
Oh yeah, from
For some reason, I really
2000s.
liked it. I really liked that run. I think it was the art and the coloring.
Yeah, I didn't care too much for the coloring because you know me and my love for Romita Jr.
He's giving a thumbs up. Okay. I guess that does it.
So much that I've got
Yours looks really cool, man. It's like
the
Tim
Romita
Sale.
Jr. poster.
Oh, yep. Haven't read that from the new Superman.
Neither have I.
Still a great artist, though. Yeah, dude, I like your stuff a lot. It reminds me of Tim Sale or something.
Thanks.
Probably the gray tones.
Probably. And you know how much I love my Tim Sale.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's just like him. I don't know what mine looks like. Who mine looks like.
Looks like yours.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's got a little bit of the Capcom thing going on. But hey, that was a lot of fun. I think
man.
That's as far as I'll take this one for now.
Yeah, so thinking next week do the same thing, same bat time, same bat channel.
Yeah, I'll be more prepared too.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a little bit here what I've got planned, but I want to do that. I've got another friend that will probably be joining us. I talked to him last night, so
cool.
Yeah, see if Tom wants to get on that one too.
Yeah, having Tom there was great. You gotta love Tom.
Yeah, that was
really cool. He showed up for him being such a pro and all.
And that was Tom Nguyen. If anybody didn't know, he worked on Major Bummer, Justice League of America, Batman during the Under the Red Hood stuff that Judd Winnick wrote. So
yeah, the Switch graphic novel.
Switch graphic novel that he did. That was
I definitely recommend that one. That's an awesome read.
His and Keith Champagne's book. Yeah, he's all over. He's been doing this for since 96.
Yeah,
97. I think 97 because Major Bummer was his first work, but he was the anchor for Doug Mankey and Pat Olaf on Barbed Wire and Catwoman for the 52.
And now he designs stuff for Big Brother.
A few other things. Maybe he'll talk about him next week, or if he ever comes on again, if I didn't scare him away.
Yeah, we'll let him talk about it. I think he had a good time. He just had stuff to do. That was awesome. He showed up. It was a lot of fun, and I'm guessing next week is Motu. Did I guess
No, it's not.
That was my guess. I thought even this week, we're probably doing Motu right away.
No. Nope.
It's going to be a surprise.
Yes. Do you have anything you want to plug?
If anyone's interested, since the con season has gotten all screwed up, I do have a sketchbook. If you get a hold of me, I ship one of these bad boys out to you. This is my con sketchbook. A bunch of cool stuff in here. Comic book size. Hit me up and I'll let you purchase a copy off of me. I highly recommend it. Give you a good look at what I do. and it'll help me out during these, this lack of con season.
Yeah, it's a pretty solid sketchbook there.
Yep. I think Jeremy's got a copy. Did I send you a
I
copy?
have a copy. Yeah, it's pretty good.
Yep.
What do you charge for? What do you charge for them?
I'd ship it out for $20 anywhere in the
There you
US.
go.
20
And
bucks.
he's got
On
them
the
ready
way.
to. He's got them ready to ship, so you
They're
don't have to
ready
worry
to go.
about. You don't have to wait 6 months to a year.
That's right.
They're already printed up.
They
ready
are
to go.
printed and ready to go. Maybe con season comes back. Maybe we beat this thing quicker than expected, and
So people can follow you on Instagram, and do you post anything on Twitter for anybody that's more
Yeah.
on Twitter? Oh, there
it's
you
the
go.
Proof Coffee, but here's some info here. Drawing Blood on Instagram. And you Google my name, you'll probably find me somewhere or something. So, yeah, check it out. Thanks, Jeremy, for inviting me.
No problem.
I had a lot of fun, and hopefully we do it again.
Definitely. All right, guys. Have a good night. Until next time.